it's just you. Lilith is not feeling well. I have not had time to write back to her. I was playing a Lilo and Stitch memory game with Annelle. But yeah, she sent a message. She's not feeling all that well. Watson, have you started to watch You? I am at the third. I managed to get to the third episode. I'm at the beginning of the third episode, though. Have you watched any? Out of curiosity, of course. That's actually what I want to do. Yes. I actually tried, Juanson. I tried to watch it like at 2 o'clock into the morning because I was awake. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to beat my mom to it. And I'm going to watch like an episode. But then I kind of got played by that because it was still not out at 2 o'clock into the morning. But at 6 o'clock tonight it was. So yes, I will not put any spoilers out. But have watched episode 1, 2, and a little bit of the third one. I might just watch a little bit more before bed. Yeah, I might. And I'll see where my mom's at tomorrow too. Hold on. So just 1 second. I'm going to go and we're going to start this off with Mimi. So just 1 little second. I'm going to go and validate everything. All right. Alrighty. All right, so Mimi it is. Let's go see Mimi. Whoever is lurking around, hello, welcome to the live. Whoever the lurker is. All right, let's go see beautiful Mimi. And let me just go get our email. All right, so since it's just me and you, I'm going to write these down. Don't let me forget to send them to you, although it kind of looks like we're alone here tonight. Mimi is going to be at Mimi's at 3:30. All right, so here we go. You heard rumors saying that Mr. Harry started a business with the girl who was your ex-colleague. Okay. He said yes, why not? Okay, well, let's just go. Is that his baking business or is it a different business? Okay. Just a second, Watson. I am reading Mimi's email. Okie dokie. So here we go. First off, my love, all right. I know that everything that you're relating to, my beautiful Mimi, is I know that the wound goes deep because of things that have been said into the past. Um, I feel as though spirit acknowledges your pain, but also your anger. I feel like your anger is completely valid into this also. Also want you to know that into the whole scheme of it all, you're not overreacting in any kind of a way. I kind of just feel like you're starting to see cracks that were hidden actually a little bit behind his silence. So, I mean, you've always had somewhat of a very, very, loving heart. I feel altogether that, there was a certain deception. There is a certain deception. I feel like things are a little bit done behind the scenes, so you are not really meant to actually find out. So I don't actually believe that it is your imagination. I feel like your intuition kind of picked up onto his words, and what he was actually trying to mask altogether when he said, hey, why not? But I kind of feel like Spirit is saying that he wasn't always honest. And that kind of goes a lot into his whole confusions when we speak about how he doesn't really know what he wants. He's always a little bit confused. There's a big difference between, loving somebody, wanting to be with somebody, or, having a crush on somebody or being flirtatious. They're like all different kind of layers that bring different type of possibilities. We'll put it that way. So I feel like there's so much confusion and there's so many mixed signals. I feel like this all comes on through, to talk about, yes, secrets, yes, half-truths. It kind of feels like he told you just enough to kind of keep your hope alive because he wanted to keep your hope alive. We're always saying that we see him putting you a little bit onto the shelf. This is pretty much what it is. He doesn't necessarily want you to know everything 100%. Now, the feeling of feeling left out of even your own relationship, well, it is real. You're sensing exactly what is happening, if you will, energetically speaking. So I want to say at this point, yes, there's the third energy party that is there, but it's not that it wasn't there before. It was always kind of a little bit there. It's not a novelty into it. When we look into the energies and I say, yeah, he is talking with different people. Yes, there is different energies, but he doesn't love them and he doesn't settle on down with them. Well, this is one of those occasions. This is one of those people, if you will. So I feel as though the interactions, he did have interactions outside of, your connection that could have crossed the boundaries, but never any full-on relationship in any kind of a way. So, sweetie, I'm going to say, I don't believe that he's into a relationship with this person. I am going to say I do believe that he did start something with this person, though. Business-wise, but I don't believe that there is anything that is loving or anything that would be sexual that is actually coming on forward with it. So, yeah, let me just go back over here. Yeah. So all of that is fake. He did talk to her. Yes, he did talk with her. And now is still open with a business with her. I believe so, yes. And if you really did, I know. It's like every time you need to hear stuff from others, right? I know, you always need to hear things coming from others because he's never actually going to tell you. Imagine if he told you. You would have took that frustration out and you would have kind of, I'm not going to say you would have lashed out at him, but you would have had the anger. You would have had, yes, it would have been better to hear from him. There's absolutely no doubt about it. But he also knows that that is a source of conflict, is a source of problem, and that you probably wouldn't be happy about the whole situation. So it makes sense that he would actually kind of act or react into this kind of way because he doesn't want to have any problems, doesn't want to create any problems. And so he tries to stay as safe as he possibly can. So for him, this is like his protection, if you will. It's his barriers. Oh, he knows what he has done and he knows that he has not done well. But there's nothing really, he doesn't reproach anything to himself. I feel like they're business partners right now, but they're not into a relationship. I do feel like something, to answer your questions really clearly, I do believe that something did happen into the past. But I feel like it was something kind of short-lived, nothing much more. There was more desire than anything else. Like when you started hanging out and having all different, yes. No, he hasn't dated anybody though. He's flirted with a lot of people and he's done a lot of flirtation, but he hasn't dated with anybody. Basically, what you need to know is it's okay to feel the way that you are. It's okay because you do feel somewhat cheated, and within all the right of feeling somewhat cheated. It was not okay. It was frustrating. So there's no doubt about it. All right. I'm going to say for you over here, my love, that I'm still going to stick with you need to choose what is best for you and what is best for your energy. If this relationship is only bringing you frustration and you feel like he's always playing behind your back, then you need to protect yourself as much as you can at the same time. I don't necessarily see him getting better or feeling nicer or anything of the such. So, I don't see him becoming more appropriate or becoming more open or more loving or more caring or approaching more. I see him continuing into the exact same phase, if you will, than what he's into at this moment, which is, again, not what you're wanting and not what you're looking for. So, yeah. You're going to have to look into what is best for you, what is less painful for you. I'll put it that way. What is best for you, we know, but what is less painful for you? What is more acceptable for you at this moment? Because at this moment, it's a little bit like that awakening. You're seeing things into a better kind of a way. But at the same time, you have a lot of frustration. The frustration is kind of blocking you perhaps from seeing different possibilities or from seeing the whole picture. So don't take a decision right away. Not a good moment. But there's no doubt. Spirit is saying that, you're not the secret. You're not the second choice. For you, this is about choosing clarity. It's about him giving you clarity, but he's not giving it to you. So he's always kind of keeping you a little bit locked away. The universe is always going to reveal what is hidden to protect your soul. And I kind of feel like you're being a little bit protected at this moment in time. So you deserve a love that's clear. You deserve something that is respectful. You deserve something that is free of confusion. I'm going to say this is the beginning. This is the beginning, a little bit of you reclaiming your power and really just knowing that Spirit is with you, walking, right by you every single step of the way, my love. I am going to give you some, I'm not going to give you love messages. I'm going to give you an angel message this time around. I feel like that's going to be more appropriate, and I feel like you're upset at him. So let's go with that. An angel message, my love. Hi, Margie. Nice to see you, sweetie. Hi, Jillian. Nice to see you, too. Hello, married? Hi, Diane. Who's married? I'm going to be with you guys in just a moment, okay? All right, my beautiful Mimi, your angel message, sweetie. Release the weight that was never yours to carry. You gave your heart so freely and so purely, and this is never a weakness altogether. It is your strength. The truth that you have uncovered is not meant to break you, but actually awaken you and the love that you truly do deserve. Your angels are wrapping you in light. You are never alone. The confusion, the silence, the betrayal, all of it is clearing the path for something that is greater. A love that sees you, that honors you, and that never, ever, ever hides from you. Yeah, it is nice to see you, my beautiful Margie love. Hold on, sweetie pie. I'm going to come and see you, Margie, okay? Just one tiny little second. Mimi, you can send me some bibble babble if you want to, my sweetie pie, but try to find your peace into the meanwhile, okay? Yeah. The list, my dear Juanson, I'm going to go and see our dear friend Margie. Then I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend Jillian, followed out by Susan. So here we go, and I have everybody's questions, so I'm good. If anybody is not there when it's their turn, I've got your questions. I've got you. So let me just do this. All right, let me go and close that. Let me go and close that. And voila. All right, sweetie. Juanson, yes, no, nothing's happening, sweetie. Nothing's happening. Margie is on up next. Margie, my sweet love. Question, you got a new one, a Pisces. Oh, be careful, those Pisces. Oh, you gotta be careful for those Pisces. They're feisty. I'm always with Pisces. I always have to be careful with Pisces. Okay. All right, so let me just do that, and here we go. I know, my dear God. Okay, so what's going on? You got a new one, a Pisces. What does he feel for you? And he wants it with you, and you're, yes, here we go. Let's go see what Pisces wants from you. Pisces and Leo are different, but they are. I'm an Aries, and I'm always with Pisces. Ce qui se passe là? T'as fait tes devoirs? Pas de place. Quoi, ça? Quoi? Oh, hey, c'est des attaches à mon nouveau soulier, regarde. J'avais une canette de... C'est vrai, c'est weirdly done. T'as raison. Tout à fait raison. All right, hold on, sweetie pie. Okie dokie, so ouais. T'es sauvé de Raphaël le fou tantôt. Il faisait quoi? J'étais juste fou, j'écoutais rien. Quoi? J'écoutais rien. T'es crazy. All right, Pisces and Leo connection. Here we go. After, we're going to go and see Jillian. So Jillian, let us know if you're around, sweetie pie. Okay. Divine Love, we have a lot of anxiety altogether. I'm going to say a little bit of a mix of things. Am I right? I feel like there's going to be somewhat of a beginning, but then I feel like there's going to be somewhat of a lack of progress at the very same time. Ultimately, I feel like this person is serious, though. So I feel like they are looking for something that is more long-term, so it's not something that is short-termed or anything of the such. So they are looking for something that is serious. But I kind of feel like they're a little bit anxious upon the fact it's like they don't know if, you know, they're good enough for you or if this is going to work out or anything of the such. So it's almost like they're a little bit of a worrywart. So they're very close to their emotions. They're a little bit worried when it's not necessary to be worried at this moment. So I'm going to say that the pull that you're actually feeling, so the Pisces towards you, is more of a pull that is a little bit kind of dreamy. It's a lot lying into the fantasies, if you will. So I feel like you spark his curiosity. I feel like you spark a certain amount of passion at the same time. And when I say fantasies, I'm not talking necessarily about the three, you know, I'm not talking about that type of fantasy. I'm talking about fantasies and ideas of what could be, what the relationship could be, you guys being together, those type. I feel like he sees you as somebody who is bold, somebody who's somewhat magnetic. I feel like you're somebody who is hard to forget and somebody that in either kind of way, he would not want to forget. So that is important to mention at the same time. So I feel like there is somewhat of an emotional softness that is there. I feel like every once in a while, things kind of get stirred around, and that's where he gets a little bit kind of overwhelmed within his feelings, and he needs to really just kind of settle things and put things straight. So right now, I'm actually going to say I feel like he's wondering if he could match your fire, if he could match your confidence, if you will. He's slower to express, which is why I said there is going to be a slowdown over here. He is slower to express what he wants, but deep down, he is wanting closeness. He is wanting an emotional connection. He does not want that kind of love that's going to feel safe, that's going to feel grounding, that's going to feel like a forever kind of a love, if you will. But he wants it to be fun. He wants it to be exciting at the same time. So for the moment, what does he want with you? I feel like he's hoping to build onto something that is real. He needs reassurance, though. He needs reassurance. He wants to feel that you're going to accept him the way that he is, that you're going to accept his sensitive side altogether. So that is going to be really, really important for him altogether. So we do have to work a little bit onto his confidence, but other than that, my love, I feel like if you're able to feed him back what he is looking for into that confidence, then things are going to flow really, really quite naturally, because he is already feeling like this is something that is meaningful. He's already feeling like this is something where the sparks are. So it's really just a question of meeting each other's vibes and then just kind of a little bit going with the flow with it. Hey, Patricia, how are you doing, sweetie pie? How are you, my love? Happy Easter, sweetie. Uh-huh. Yeah, he is really quiet. Yeah. But that's the Pisces way of doing things. They're very quiet. They hide everything inside. They don't talk all that much. I got a Pisces right here next to me. My son is a Pisces. And all my exes are Pisces. J'ai pas d'idée. T'es un poisson, ton signe astrologique. I know those Pisces well. Yeah. Oui, t'es un poisson. I kid you not, Margie. Even the current boyfriend is a Pisces. They are all Pisces. And it's a funny thing because I try to stay away from Pisces. We don't mix well together, but apparently we do. So there you go.
Je suis un poisson.
Oui, t'es un poisson.
Non.
Ouais.
Je suis un humain.
Yeah. Are they loyal? Yeah, they are loyal. They are loyal, sweetie. Every single one of them. I had one for 19 years. He was loyal. I had one for 5 years. He was loyal. The one that I have at this moment, also loyal. They're all loyal. My son is loyal too, but he's still young. But yes, they are definitely loyal, sweetie. Diana te fait dire allô aussi, mon beau Mathias.
Hello, guys.
Tu peux venir ici dire allô si tu veux. Tiens, gars. You can show your cute face.
I'm watching you for a 5th time.
Yeah, that's it. Alrighty, Margie, I'm sending you much love, sweetie pie. I shall see you soon, my beautiful Margie. So take care of this relationship, and everything is going to move into the right way, sweetie pie. I kid you not. Yeah, you're gonna fish him. Oh my god. You go fish him, sweetie. He's a good catch. Ryanair, c'est un taureau. Paraît-tu? Raphaël, c'est un scorpion.
Ils sont tous des humains, ils sont pas des animaux.
Moi, je suis un bélier.
T'es pas un bélier, t'es un humain.
Avec mes cornes.
Ouais, t'es un humain.
See you soon, Margie, sweetie. All right, let's go and see our beautiful Jillian, sweetie. Here we go.
Je sais pas ce que ça veut dire. Ouais, je m'appelle le poisson.
All right, Jillian, we're going to put a timestamp to 25 minutes. Patricia, I think you follow my mom, don't you? Is it possible you follow my mom? I think you do. I have to say, my mom and I are going to be having a live together in 2 weeks' time. Not this weekend, the following one. It should be a ball. We're planning for it. We're excited. We're crazily excited about this. Okay, hold on, Julian. Coming over here. Jillian, moving on forward. Just 1 second. All right. I'm trying to gather. Here you go. My mom. Oh, I think you follow her. She's Enchanted Tarot, sweetie pie. Yeah, she's Enchanted Tarot. Yes, I thought you follow her. I don't know why. Thank you, my beautiful Julie. Anyways, we're going to be doing a live together. Yeah. In 2 weeks' time. Yeah, there you go. So my mom and I are meeting on up at her place. I'm bringing my laptop cam, blue ball. I'm bringing my cards, and we're doing combinations of readings together. Yeah. Alrighty. So I don't even have the questions. I'm just kind of shuffling on through, but I don't have the questions. PayPal didn't let me in yet. Okay, here we go. So what's coming towards you into the month of May? Let's go see, my love. Alrighty. What's up, fishy? All right, here we go. My beautiful Julie, I can go and message you on Messenger if you want to. You are going to be coming on up. I have Susan next, and then you. So, you know, in about 10 minutes or so. You just added to your YouTube list. All right, sweetie pie. That's my mama. She's a sweetie pie, and she's good. Okay, so sending much love out to you, my beautiful Patricia. You won't be sad to have subscribed over to her. All right, so Jillian, what is happening over here? 2025, month of May. God, we're almost halfway through the year if you think about it. Okay. So, sweetie, let's go and figure this out. I want you to be careful. I want you to be careful for people who can... people who could either create different type of conflicts around you, or people who could kind of backstab you at the same time. Be careful for those people, all right? You could have some backstabber energies around you. Other than that, I need you to be very, very perseverant. I need you to be strong within your boundaries, within your wants, within your following on through. I need you to be courageous at the very same time. Now, I do feel as though there's some type, like there's something romantic or charming. There's like some type of Prince Charming somewhere, somehow, who is slowly kind of entering into the energy from what I can see. So somebody does seem to hold some type of affection towards you that is coming on up, but I don't quite see if they're necessarily moving towards you at that moment in time. But the energy is there, so there is a beginning of an energy of something that is happening. So I'm going to speak about a fresh wave of confidence for the month of May that's going to be coming your way. I feel as though there's going to be for you, I feel like May is going to bring a very powerful shift, if you will, into your energy. I feel like you're going to feel more sure of yourself, especially when it comes to any type of personal choices. You are going to be shutting on off anything that is no longer good for you, but people are actually going to start noticing you and noticing a little bit, if you will, like your glow up. So there's somewhat of a glow up that's coming for you, and you're feeling more magnetic, which is probably why this beautiful Prince Charming is slowly coming on towards you. So I'm going to say there's more clarity that is arriving love-wise, all right? Love and emotions. Emotional clarity is coming towards you. I feel like somebody's true intentions are or could very much be revealed to you into the month of May. Sorry. I feel as though that's going to be coming from a heart-to-heart conversation. Somebody's going to open on up towards you about something somewhere around the end of May. Other than that, I'm going to say I feel as though money out of work opportunities, there's a chance to actually take something on that would be new. But I need you to stand your boundaries within that. That's where the standing the boundaries are actually coming from. I don't necessarily feel like you're going to be paid more. I don't necessarily feel like that's going to be happening, but there is definitely some type of chance, some type of opportunity that's going to be coming your way that's going to help you to grow into something that's going to help you into the long term. So finances, I'm going to say, are more stable, and they're kind of stabilizing themselves for the month of May. Now, that being said, the person who's over here, I do want you to be a little bit careful for them, but I kind of feel like it's a little bit the last time you're going to be either seeing them or having their evil energy around you. So I'm going to say whoever this person is who's a little bit draining your energy, I feel like they're going to be leaving. I feel like you're going to be setting your firm boundaries, and that is really your month. You can think about the month of May as a month of finding your emotional clarity, setting things straight, and having your own glow up, if you will. Taking the chances that are coming your way. Because like I said, in finances, there's a certain stability that is there. There's a chance that will be, or that there's an offer that will be given towards you. And in love, like I said, something or someone is slowly coming towards you and could actually open up with some type of a declaration or a conversation of some sort. I want you to be careful from people, unnecessary chaos, all that stuff. And I want you to look into the month of May for repeating numbers, dreams with strong messages, because you're going to be having some answers coming from spirit into your dreams and into these repetitive numbers. So if ever you do see the repetitive numbers, you can always come back and see me, or if you want a dream analysis, or dream analysis is more difficult, but numbers you can often find even just, by Googling or something. I don't know. You think it's Chris? I don't know. You're giggling. Yeah, you're giggling away. Oh, I can go look. I know, getting closer to your favorite. I don't want to talk about your favorite holiday. I love your favorite holiday, Juanson, but I don't want to talk about it. I don't. Your favorite holiday for me means snow again. It means cold again. I want to be able to enjoy the heat first. Then we can dream about your favorite holiday, okay? Yes, my beautiful Julie, you are after Susan, my love. So you're going to be up in just a few moments, my love. Hi, Sean. Nice to see you, sweetie. All right. Is it Chris? No, it does not seem to be Chris. Chris is not putting the work into it. It's not Chris. Let's leave Chris where Chris is. Yeah. Not Chris, my love. Which is good, because we kind of laughed at, yeah, you had a giggly face next to him. Oh, I know, Hanson. I know, sweetie. My beautiful Jillian, let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, my beautiful love. And into the meanwhile, I shall say for you, have yourself the most beautiful month of May. If I don't see you from here till there, take all those opportunities, get that clarity, do your beautiful glow up, and be careful for those backstabbers. Other than that, it's stability. It's good. It's positive. Take it on in, sweetie. I'm sending you much love, sweetie pie. Susan. Let's go see Susan. I'm going to go and get your questions, and you are going to need a timestamp. All right. After Julie, we are going to be with Patricia. Okay. Susan, here we go. So Susan, Julie, and Patricia is the list that we have. Susan does need a timestamp, and Susan is going to be at 34 minutes. Alrighty. So, Andrew is really up soon. You think he's really trying to... I feel like he's always up to something, sweetie pie. I would prefer to be able to say to you, no, he's not up to anything, but I know that he's always up to something, because he always is. It's unfortunate. It's a little bit like the title of that movie. It has nothing to do with the movie, but an unfortunate Events, is it? Watson, you know what it is. Unfortunate events. I don't. Okay, I'm just going to skip on by that. I said nothing. But there is something that resembles. I know you know what it is, Watson. The tale of unfortunate events. I don't know what it is. Alrighty. Thank you for your list, my dear Watson. That being said, he's always 1 foot in, 1 foot out, one in, one out, one in, one out. That's what he does. He goes from you to the other, from you to the other. Does he want to lose you? No, he doesn't, but he's always continuing with you anyways. Is he happy into the relationship? No, not really. He's not really happy into it neither. He often thinks a little bit like you of, what if I just walked away? What if I did something else, right? Sometimes it seems like it could be an easier solution. But at the very same time, I know that he doesn't want to do it. Why? Because he feels like he's not necessarily going to see his child as often, which I'm not too sure he actually sees her all that often to begin with, but he kind of feels like he's going to be seeing her less. And thank you, Watson. You were thinking about it, weren't you? Well, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, a series of unfortunate events. That's what Andrew is all about, sweetie. He is a series of unfortunate events. Thank you, Watson. Yes. Merci, mon Okay, c'est bon. And so, yeah.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Attends, maman. I feel as though all that is kind of combining itself together and it's giving what it is. So, yeah, I can't say that I like it all that much, sweetie. Yeah, Matthias likes to come in here and do his homework. I don't know why. He has his own desk. Yet he stands onto my dresser and does his homework. All right. And dances as he does it too. Crazy mind he's got. Crazy mind. All right, sweetie. Let's continue. He doesn't want this relationship to end in any kind of a way. Like I've said into the past, you do not expect him to ever come on through and say, this is not working. We need to close everything. This is not working. This is not going to be good. We need to do something else. That is never going to come out of his mouth. Never, ever, 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 ever. Thank you, Watson and Diane, sweetie pie. I shall give him the message. He has already left the house. Well, okay. He left the room. So, yeah. Basically over here, my sweetie, did he actually do anything, right? You're wondering, did he spend the night with somebody who is called Anne? I'm going to say a yes towards that one. I know. And who is with him tonight? Is it with that girl? Is he having? I don't feel like he is with the lady Nicole tonight. I don't feel like he is with. No. I don't feel like at this moment he is with her. I feel like he is actually with some friends. So I'm gonna say he's with some lady friends, but there seems to be like 2 or 3 of them. So. But it's not the Nicole, so I'm going to say that he is with some friends at this moment. Is something probably going to be happening? Yes, probably, my love. Probably something you're not going to like. As for Ginger is like that extra... Ginger is like that extra pair of socks. If ever you get cold, and I'm using socks because, I don't know, it could be mittens, okay? I don't want to use the word socks in relation to something else. So let's say mittens. Ginger's like that extra pair of mittens. Whenever you're cold and you're like, or you think you might be cold, so you bring that second pair. But it's important for you. You don't want to lose them. You don't want to lose them because you don't want to be cold. That's what Ginger is. She's that backup, but she's that stable backup who's always there, who doesn't really ask any questions, not too many. She doesn't really care what's happening between you and him. What she really wants is what she's getting. She's getting fun, she's getting money, she's getting food. Fun, money, food. That's all she wants. So yeah. Having a home, right? I will do that for you onto the following, onto the following new moon. Okay, so we'll do it onto the following new moon. Yeah, we'll do those workings onto the following new moon, my love. As long as Brian is with the current girlfriend, things are going to remain kind of busy and kind of conflictual. I don't necessarily feel like that girlfriend wants you to be into the vicinity or into the friendships or anything like that. So that's actually what's happening with that. So you will be good when he is no longer with that person. And I feel like he's going to be with that person for another 3 to 4 months. After that, you should be good to be able to become friends with him again. And depending on to the future girlfriend, what's going to be happening with that, then that's just going to be different vibes at a different moment, everything of the such. But into the following 2-3 months, but as long as he has the girlfriend that he has at this moment, it is going to continue to be complicated. All right. As for the workings, I shall do them for you, my sweetie pie. And let me give you an angel message, my love. And I'm coming over to see Julie. All right. Just 1 second. That goes down there. Whew. All right. You are being divinely guided to release what is no longer serving you or your soul. Trust that what is unfolding is aligning you with peace, love, and your highest good. That being said, my beautiful, I am going to wish you the loveliest of evenings, sweetie pie. I'm going to say to stay strong, to do as best as you possibly can at the very same time, considering what you are, the type of relationship that you're at this moment, and just, continue to be your beautiful self, sweetie, and don't let go, okay? All right, hold on. So, Julie, are you still here with us, my love? Let me know if you're here. And Patricia, you're going to be on up next. So, Patricia, let me know if you're here too. Perfect. Thank you. Let me go in and just get your question. All right. Weird. I'm good with weird. Here we go. Yes. A very good question. Very good question. I'm going to say a few things about that. Okay. A few things to say about your first, and then I will go towards your second. So, to begin with, first question is first. Beautiful Patricia, let us know if you're here, sweetie. Okay. First of all, very good question. Nice and deep reflection that goes along with it. And it's not weird. It's a question of why do it and everything of the such, right? So this is actually going to be your answer, all right? Wheel of Fortune. As you are changing, life is changing, cycles are changing, things change all the time. They bring abundance into your world, but they also bring beautiful opportunity. There's lessons to be learned into everything that is happening between you and Mike at this moment, and everything that has happened into the past few years also. Fear of changes, fear of loss, all different kind of indecisions. There's a lot of lessons that are through all of this, and I feel as though there is a certain guidance that is coming towards you, such as he goes, let's say, to see a therapist, to go and find those deep answers within, if you will. So I'm going to say the purpose of the tarot, the workings, entering into your life, especially around M and your connection, is, amongst everything that I have said, is also to help you awaken, if you will, your intuition, and to remind you of your own power, that you're the magician of your life, if you will, to listen to yourself. But sometimes to listen to yourself means listening onto a different level. Sometimes we think that our soul is saying something, or that our mind or our heart is saying something, when maybe we're not listening to the right part of us. They become conflicted. So this is really about helping you awaken your intuition and reminding you of your own power into your life. Not just with Mike, into your own life. So this journey has been about, for you and Mike all together, to trust the divine timing, to deepen your understanding of your love. Learning of the spiritual patience, learning about the manifestations. And the guidance that you've received all these years has not only been to actually reveal what is hidden, because sometimes we do have those secrets and we have things that are not necessarily revealed towards us, but it's also to support your growth and your growth through this bond that you do have with him. So yes, part of it is a bigger spiritual lesson, but there's also a soulmate contract that is there. And tarot and workings, they are fantastic tools to help you actually stay really aligned and actually really quite anchored through all those, that emotional roller coaster, if you will, or those emotional waves that go up and down and all over the place. So yeah, does that make any sense? Is that answer well? Okay, perfect. Yay. You're feeling, I like that, Patricia. I do, sweetie. And Julie, you say you finished everything, now sitting on the couch doing nothing. Good for you, sweet one. So much love out of it, right? I know. And it's in those little moments. It's into those moments where there is beautiful peacefulness. We don't need a lot. Finding peace into your life, may it be in love and work and finances and spiritual, whatever it is that you're looking for. Finding the peace is usually not all that complicated. Usually all you need is a little bit of a boost, a little bit of a reframe of perspective, a little bit of knowledge will change absolutely everything into your day. So I'm glad it helped you out, sweetie. And I'm glad that you're doing quite good, my beautiful Patricia. I like the wave of peacefulness that is going on. Now into your second question, you say when you and Mike actually come together officially. Yes. Is he going to continue to nurture the relationship? Let's go see. I surely hope so, because from the moment where you no longer nurture, you no longer care, and you simply become friends, you lose everything. You end up losing each other. So it's going to be important. I have learned that into my last relationship, along with other things, but that is one of them. Yeah. It's important not to lose yourselves into that. It's important to make rules or certain obligations that you give towards the actual relationship or the couple. So I'm going to say when you and Mike actually do, I'm actually going to have to say a yes. So okay. I do feel as though he is going to continue to nurture the relationship in every single way. He's not always necessarily, though, going to express himself out loud very strong. C'est ça qu'elle m'attire. Ah non, ça c'est mes nouveaux souliers, ça va. Hein?
Tu portes ça maintenant, toi?
Ouais.
Des talons comme ça?
Ouais, j'ai l'air d'une géante.
Mais tu vas être plus grande.
Oui. So, yeah, I'm actually going to say to you that I feel as though he's not always necessarily going to express his love into a very obvious, outspoken kind of a way, but his actions are going to speak absolute volumes for you. So I feel like he's learning how to actually show up emotionally, show up spiritually. I feel like you're both going to grow into a little bit of that strong team. The way to have that strong team is going to be through understanding. You guys need to understand each other. It's going to be through understanding, it's going to be through loyalty, and it's going to be throughout the emotional layers of your relationship. So yes, Spirit does see the two of you actually being a completion, so one completing the other, if you will. On your intuitive side, with his growing of his emotional maturity, together is going to help you guys build something that is very, very heart-centered, something that is very important, that is more very emotional and very secure and grounding. So I'm going to say yes. And at this moment, what you're actually doing and what you're going to continue to do, and what I need you to look at, is that you guys are co-creating. So you're working towards this together with spirit to move ahead and to have that beautiful relationship that you're going to continue to nurture. So it is a yes, my love. Let me go and see that. Oh, attention, ma belle. Je vais t'en laisser. C'est quoi? Ok, attention, pas de faire mal, ma belle. Attention, pas de faire mal. Ouais. Let me go and see that. You feel less anxious about having everything happen. That's it, that's it. Non, fais vraiment attention, pas de foulage, fille. C'est haut, c'est super difficile. Même moi, j'ai de la misère à marcher. Ouais. And Elle is walking around in my new high heels. She looks like she kind of looks like she did something. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it. She's looking funny. She's doing good. She's doing better. All right, let me go and see your other question over here. Does he feel peace in you and into your relationship? He feels peace within you, but he still feels some stress towards the relationship. He feels peace with you. He feels peace within the connection, within the relationship. He is still a little bit stressed about that. He is still working onto it. So I'm going to say a work in project. The fact that we are into the secure place with the emotions that we have with you and within the connection is something that is beautiful, and that is helping him move on forward in feeling quite peaceful within the commitment and the long-term commitment. And that's really the last little domino, if you will, that you're missing to complete, if you will, your puzzle. Yeah. C'est pas facile, hein, je pense. De marcher avec ça. Quand même. Ça l'aiderait s'il était de taille grandeur, hein? Yeah. Exactly. That's where the main difference is. Once you actually are together and solidified, then that's going to change absolutely everything with it. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Yes, we have to be patient within it all, sweetie. I am sending you much love, my beautiful one. I'll see you a little bit later. C'est quand même assez tranquille. Ça devrait pas être trop long, ma belle. Patricia, let me come and see you, my beautiful love. So you say somebody is playing with your energy and you are feeling... You said you're feeling at peace, I think is what you said. It goes, oh wait, it has been like this. It goes from horrible to this. So from horrible to peaceful? Good night, my beautiful Julie. It's very relaxing. Crazy. That is very interesting. By horrible, you mean like an emotional pull in some kind of a way? Okay, let me just move here. All right. Let me go and read what you're saying. Oh, with your energy. Okay, you're talking about it over here. Somebody's pulling on it. Yeah. Okay, let me go and see. So you believe that it is his emotions and his feelings kind of all mixed on in together with everything that is going on, right? All right. Okay. Louis, dors-tu? Réal?
Oui.
Ouais, c'est ça. Il était tannant, terrible. Okay. Well, we're going to go and look at that together. Okay. But it's not so fun. No, that's really not all that fun. If you're feeling like the pain, the sadness, the frustration, kind of everything that goes along with it, there's nothing fun with that, my love. Okay. Well, let's go and look at that. Just 1 second. Okay. Okay. What's happening with your sweetie pie? I feel like it's more difficult for him. I feel like he's a little bit lost at this moment. I feel like he's searching for answers. I feel like he's wanting to have something. I feel like he's wanting to have something that is more, how could I say, that is more close to his energy, something that is warming in many kind of ways. But I just kind of feel like he is not necessarily getting that. So he has a very, very strong desire to actually reach on out towards you. But I feel as though he has his own blockages. And I feel like what you're actually feeling is a lot of those blockages all together. So it's like if you're so deeply connected to him energetically, he feels your presence even when you're quiet, and vice versa. But the reason your body is actually feeling that pain, and the pain lifts when you actually message him, is because your heart is releasing the energetic buildup, if you will, that he's actually projecting. So he's holding on in so much, and you're a little bit like his beautiful channel where he transmits all the calm and all the warmth and everything else. And that's why. Now, the actual 11 p.m. mark, that's when his mind finally lets go. That's when his defenses are down. That's where you can breathe again. That's where I do feel like he is onto the verge of opening up a little bit more. But his fears, the fears of the unknown, the fears of vulnerability, is holding him back over and over and over again. So he wants to move forward. The nervous energy that you're feeling, that is his, it is not yours. Because he's thinking about taking that next step, but honestly, he has no idea how to do so without losing control, because he wants to be able to continue to have control. So Spirit is saying for you to stay grounded, to keep loving yourself, to keep the energy light, to keep it joyful, to keep on doing things that you do like. You're not alone into this whole process. You're moving on forward, but you're moving surely. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Let me give you some extra messages coming from this, okay? To help them heal. I know it doesn't feel good, and it's really, really difficult for you. I'm sure there's some kind of way that you could actually block that, but I don't really know how you would be able to block it. But I'm sure there is some kind of a way that you're able to actually block that altogether. I feel like it's not something that you're going to be living forever. Let me put it that way. I feel like this is something that's going to be able to be resolved. I know you're not necessarily going to like what I'm going to say, but within the following 2 to 3 weeks, I feel like that energy will slowly start to dissipate. I feel like he's going to have a lot less stress and things will simply be somewhat better, if you will. So let's go and take out some cards upon this and see what we've got, okay? Let's do energy pull on his energy and yours. Energy pull on his and your energy all together. Here we go. Sweetie pie. You're into a place where there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of emotional overwhelming into his energy at this moment. He's feeling really, really quite deeply, but his fear of the unknown is clouding his clarity. So he doesn't fully understand why he feels so drawn at this moment, but the pull is real. I need you to trust your intuition because what you're sensing is his inner chaos because your souls are somewhat connected. Now, his heart wants to come on forward. He dreams about expressing himself. He dreams about offering his love, the connection, the emotional depth, but he just doesn't know how to package it into a way that feels safe, if you will. But the desire is there, and the desire is completely 100% alive. So patience, yes. Love, yes. Divine timing is at play, absolutely. Spirit is trying to balance things out, trying to help him emotionally, if you will, regulate and bring harmony between the both of you. But you need to know that you're a little bit that magician, you're a little bit that alchemist, if you will, into this connection, and your energy will soothe, his will heal. And that will draw him closer to you, even if no words are exchanged in any kind of way. So you need to trust the quiet moments. You need to take that energy between the both of you because it is sacred and your soul is not imagining it in any kind of a way. And I really need you to have somewhat of a silent, if you will, conversation with him before you go to bed. Into those moments where it is very peaceful. Into the daytime, it is way too chaotic. He's not going to get it. But before actually going to bed, at a peaceful moment, or when you feel like your energy is going on down and you're not feeling that pain, that could be a good time to actually send him out some messages, energetically, telepathically, so that he stays more grounded into his light. You feel less his pain, his sorrow, his stress, everything of the such, and it's still going to help the both of you guys into a connected relationship to move on forward. No. Yeah. Hi, Sag Moon, sweetie pie. How are you doing, my love? How are you feeling, sweetie? I'm sending you much love, my beautiful Sag Moon. Yeah, no, Patricia, I don't know. By cutting yourself off, you're not making things better. You're really just keeping things in suspense. You actually could make things worse because he's not going to feel your energy. He's going to feel more stress. What I'm saying is continue doing exactly what you're doing, but into the moments where you feel like your energy is more calm, you don't have the pain, you don't have all that. In those moments, I need you to send him some messages within your heart, within your soul, telepathically, energetically, to say that it is okay, that it is all right, to relax, keep him at peace, keep him grounded, let him know that you're there and that you're waiting and that you do love him and everything as such. The main purpose is to keep him grounded and comfortable. That's what you need to do.
Why can't you...
Okay. Hold on, I think something
stay
happened.
organised? I've experienced this myself, and it's called...
God, I got lost the... Merci, je t'ai déjà répondu, ma belle. Tu me l'as demandé il y a 5 minutes. All right, we are reconnected. Exactly, telepathically, my love. That is very sweet, my beautiful Sag Moon. You see, you're even loved and missed by his family, sweetie. That's a beautiful thing. That is. Oh, Juanson, that's me who had another YouTube page open like from hours ago. And I don't know, I kind of lost the live for a moment. Every once in a while, it says, oh, snap, and it just kind of leaves. I don't know. And so I had to reconnect, but as I reconnected to the live, for some reason, Juanson, like my other YouTube page, I had a video that was on pause, started to play, but it was a publicity. So that's what it is. I just closed it, Juanson. I'll go back and get it later. It was some type of publicity on God knows what. So yeah, that's what you need to do, okay, sweetie? That's what you need to do, my love. Oh, you gotta be careful for those pages that are open, Juanson. Whew. All right. So, strength coming through, followed by our high priestess. Other than that, my beautiful, it's about you taking care of yourself, sweetie. It's about you getting in more financial stability. It's about you reaching new horizons, feeling happier, feeling better, feeling more whole. At the very same time, I still need you to take care of yourself, maybe even more than what you used to, because you are in need of that energy at this moment. But nothing seems to be really hidden from you. So everything that you need to know is pretty much out open at this moment. So yeah, and you have beautiful, loving people around you, so please do surround yourself by them, sweetie pie. My dear Patricia, you are good, my love. Now you know what to do with, your sweetie pie. Your sweetie pie sucking your energy is what he's doing. Not into a good way, my dear gosh, not into a good way. Hold on just a second, my dear Juanson. All right, Watson, I'm going to come and see you in the meanwhile, sweetie. You're on up next, and if nothing happens from here till then we shall say that we will end. So what happened with you today, my dear? No Elizabeth today. Half nice just right. It's been a while since you've seen her. At the far east of the warehouse today. Okay, let's go and see this. Alrighty. So, Juanson, just one moment. Sending you much love, my beautiful Patricia. I love you too, sweetie pie. All right. Just 1 second. I went too far. Here we go. So, you did not see your sweetie again. All right. And here we go, sweetie. No Elizabeth today, no. But that being said, I don't, like, she could have worked, onto, for sure she's working. For sure she's not working onto the same schedule. But I don't believe that she's actually changed her schedule to be something that is permanent, that's going to be like that forever. So I will actually say for you at this moment that I feel as though what is going on at this moment is somewhat temporary. I feel like you should be able to see her next week. Might not be able to see her this week, but next week you should be able to see her. Other than that, I'm also going to have to say that I feel as though there is a little bit of that burden. There's that stress, if you will, that comes along with it. That stress of what's going to happen next? When is the next time I'm going to see her? What's going to be the next things? That we're waiting and waiting. As for her, I don't feel like she's up to anything that is new, so I'm going to say she's continuing on to her own path, working, the school, thinking about the school altogether, trying to work around it. I feel like she's trying to help her mom a lot. I don't know what she's doing for her mom, but she's trying to help her mom a lot. So there's a lot of things. She's very much a homebody. She likes to stay around home with family, with a couple friends, not too many friends. That's where she feels comfortable. That's what she likes. So she does spend a lot of time with that. And I don't know what she read, but she's reading something. I feel like she's almost done. There's like maybe 50 to 70 pages left onto this novel, this book that she's reading that she seems to be really enjoying. So, yeah, I'm going to say she's been relaxing. Hold on. There's no pages, my love. There's no pages, sweetie. You're good. Have no fear. Oops. Let me get back to the email. So has she been thinking about you? She has. She's wondering when you're going to be making that movement towards her. She's wondering where that love connection is going to be happening and what is going to be happening. So yeah, she's definitely, look at that. Look at that. The Emperor, the Knight of Cups, and our Ace of Cups. So is she thinking about you? Yes. About love, about offers of love. May she do it or may you do it. She's thinking about all the beautiful possibilities that have to do between you and her and love and the beautiful future that goes along with it. So no doubt about it, sweetie. She is thinking about you. I feel as though she would like to have some type of movement, maybe her, maybe you. But basically, she would really, really like to be able to see you to begin with, because if you're able to see each other, you're able to do an awful lot, right? So yeah. Wow. Even put up. Alright. Generally speaking, not too much is going to be happening this week. You might be feeling a little bit kind of caught. It could even just be caught because you're kind of caught up a little bit into your schedule. Usually you would have more time off, but you don't necessarily have all that time off, so you could be feeling a little bit stuck within that. But other than that, I don't see any movements in love, and I don't see any major problems or any problems whatsoever other than feeling kind of a little bit stuck into a rut. Nothing much else. And when I say stuck into a rut, I really just mean basically love-wise, because the rest of your life is going quite fine. It is going quite fine. And not that the connection with Elizabeth is not fine neither. It's just that that's the place where we need movement. That's where we want something to be happening. So let's go towards and angel. Let's go towards and angel message. You are divinely connected. Your patience is not in vain. It is your soul's quiet strength leading the way to true love. And the oracle says, let me know. Wait. The oracle says, I was thinking about something else with the let me know. I was going to say let me know about the book, but that's not where I was at all. The oracle, she feels you even when all is silent. Her heart speaks your name into the quiet corners of the day. Now, let me know when you are ready for the bookity book. Sweet dreams, beautiful Diane. Sweet dreams, Sean. Judgment. The answer is yes, as long as you continue to grow and learn. Don't hide your potential. And let's go with some loving messages. Let's go with the Hermit deck this time, along with the, not with the angel messages, but with the love messages. My God, my brain is confused tonight. All right. Here we go. I have never imagined so much perfection. You are so, well, say handsome. You're everything that I have wanted. I am coming towards you. I want you to know that I believe that you are my everything. And also getting a yes, and I am absolutely in love with you. Ooh, Lisa, for the Enchanted Tarot's reading, will it be possible to get a full spread reading of Lenormand Tarot with your mom? My mom doesn't really do that. No. We'll do a reading where what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be taking out 2 cards, and she's going to be taking out 2 cards on everybody's reading. So we're going to do like a dual kind of a thing. But yeah, no, my mom doesn't do that. She doesn't even use Lenormand all that much. Once in a while she does into her readings. She will take them out and use them, but an actual spread, she doesn't do it. But we'll figure something out for you, my dear Juanson. We shall, sweetie pie. And I guess we're going to end the live for tonight. I guess we shall end the live for tonight then. Yes. We shall say have a lovely evening, sweet dreams, and we shall see each other tomorrow. So good night, my beautiful loves, and we shall see each other tomorrow. I'm going to send you the time. I don't have that many timestamps, but I'll send them to you, my dear Juanson, before I forget. All right. Good night, my loves.